Hello, loves. Welcome to the Fool's Inc. It's your girl, Zoe. And today we're going to be seeing what is in store for you for the month of January 2024. And you may also be wondering, wow, you change your intro like every other video. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm new to this whole shebang, so give your girl some grace, please. Anyway, what are we going to be going over in this reading other than just the month of January? Well, we're going to get the general, then we're going to look at your career, we're going to look at your love life, and we're just going to see what advice or messages the universe might want to bestow upon you for the upcoming month. So, without further ado, I'm going to slide this on over to the pick a card selection where I have a fun little surprise waiting there for you too. Welcome to Z Pile Selection. I do recommend staying until the end of this section so we can make a wish together to bring in the new year. So as I show the piles, make sure to start thinking about an intention that you would like to set for 2024 or a wish you would like to be granted this year. So here is pile 1. I believe this is a, what do you call it? Clear quartz cluster. Yes, yes. She's so pretty. I actually just got her in a subscription box, so I'm very, very glad to have this gem with us. Here's pile 2. You guys have the raw clear quartz. Okay. And for pile number 3, you have the selenite tower. I can turn around. Ooh, look at her glimmer. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to shake the camera. Alrighty. So again, feel free to pause the video if you need more time selecting. With that, I'm gonna go and pop this candle open for us to set an intention or wish for the new year. I would like to say I got the idea of setting an intention at the beginning of videos through a candle from Esotero. Go check out her channel. I am addicted to her readings. She's great. So yeah, let me just go ahead and grab a lighter because I forgot it. Alrighty, you have 3 more seconds to make a wish before I light this candle. 3, 2, 1. Oh, didn't light. Ta-da! That's so fun. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and place it in its candle holder, and I shall see y'all in your readings. Hello, pile number 1s. Welcome to your reading. If this is your pile, y'all chose the, what is this? Why am I always, I'm going really blank as soon as I get into your energy. So y'all might be a little confused right now, just in general regarding life. Not to call you out, but that's just the vibe. Anyway, you may have chosen this crystal clear quartz. Oh no, why? That took me so long to say. So I don't know why I'm showing it to you for so long. Anyway, if that's your stone, your gem, your crystal, your baby doll. Yeah, I don't know why I can't talk right now, but if this is yours, this is your reading. And without further ado, let's get into it and see why I'm so a blabbermouth who can't actually talk. Okay. So first we're gonna use the tarot to get the general energy of what's going on for you in the month of January. Also, this is a deck that it's very complicated and I'm still getting the hang of it. So please bear with me. I will be looking at the book from time to time. So just putting that out there, being real with y'all. Some realness. You guys can be really, really goofy. Hey y'all, it's Editing Zoe here to save us all from the havoc that my necklace was wrecking on
all of our ears, or would have wrecked on all of our ears if I was not popping in to do a quick voiceover. Apologies to those of you who do not like bad lip syncing, but I think you'd still prefer this as to, again, the havoc that was being wrecked on my ears. All right, so if it really bothers you, maybe you just close your eyes. So heads up, I'm probably gonna have to pop in again from time to time because I did make the ridiculous decision to wear a microphone and a necklace at the same time. Anyways, I was pretty much just calling y'all out for using humor as a front to hide your pain. And you may be feeling a lot of pain lately or a lot of uncertainty because you are going through a transition right now, which makes sense. We are in that New Year season. But I also feel that even if it wasn't the New Year, life would still feel a bit tumultuous for you. But it's okay because this reading will have some uplifting messages for you. Or at least I hope you find it hopeful.
Let us say why that is. What's going on, Spirit? What's happening in the month of 2024, the month of January, 2024, for my pile ones? What's going on? Alrighty. What's the vibes? What's pile one's vibes for the month of 2024? Ooh, we have one that flew. Ooh. Okay. So we have the Ace of Cups coming out for us immediately. What else? Oh,
okay, so the bottom of the deck was Mithra, which we'll cover later on, but I was getting the vibe that this month is likely going to be a month of discovery for you. You're going to be learning a lot. You guys also received Rhea in reverse as well as Hephaestus in reverse. So you guys are trying a lot of new things, trying to make them work or just see what sticks. But I just heard that so far nothing is sticking. Listen, I keep it real here, so I'm not gonna lie about you guys feeling like maybe you're going through a little bit of a life crisis right now. But Spirit is saying hang in there.
we're not putting you through this for no reason. All right, and also you have a lot of kind of like major arcana cards with these gods coming out. So yeah, January, very, very transformative month for you. So Hephaestus is the extra major arcana. I believe Rhea. Let's see. Please don't mind me as I unshamefully, unabashedly look at what's going on. We are creative, nurturing hidden things. This is also a month of you learning how to kind of nurture yourself, is what I'm getting. And lastly, with Mithra here, I'm learning a lot at once of all these different gods. Rebirth, light, covenants, oaths. Okay. You are, I feel like, especially with the Ace of Cups here, I feel like this pertains to more so you finding what brings you joy in life, you finding what your purpose is, finding what speaks to you, what path you want to lead moving forward, not just in terms of, finding stability, finding a career or something like that. But I feel like you're at a point where maybe you could find stability, you could find work, you can make money. That's not what you're worried about. What you're worried about is being happy. And that's where the confusion is coming through. You're trying to nurture your inner child and you're not very used to that. So it's a learning curve that's happening here. You're uprooting a lot of um I'm hearing inner turmoil specifically, or like inner trauma. Not even trauma, just you're unlearning a lot of the perhaps unhelpful things we learn as children when we realize the world is not just all sparkles and rainbows, and it starts to beat us down and think we are less than we are. So you're healing a lot of you're healing your inner child, and you are reparenting yourself in the month of January, which is probably why it feels a little messy. Probably why it feels so messy. because kids are messy, kids are silly, kids are childish, kids are emotional, a lot of emotions maybe coming up for you, things that you thought you had kind of like gone over, or just you're rehashing a lot of old wounds and like really healing them, um, like for I guess I shouldn't say NLBL because healing is a non-linear journey, but um, you're just kind of really, really facing them and doing deeper work than maybe you have ever done before. And you're being very diligent with it and kind of you're playing a lot. You're playing with a lot of different ideas, a lot of different things, a lot of different hobbies, different paths. You're just trying a lot and um, expanding your horizons. With Hephaestus here too, isn't there's the story of Hephaestus, whose wife is Aphrodite, and how Aphrodite cheated on him with Ares. Don't tell her that I told you that. But anyway, and Hephaestus found out, and he's really hurt because he loves Aphrodite. He's also usually depicted as someone who uh tends to be, I guess, like amputated or differently abled or something like that, and so ancient Greece was not very kind to people like that, and so he has a lot of wounds regarding that, and Aphrodite cheating on him opened a lot of those wounds, and so this January, you may be healing a lot of, again, wounds that you gained in childhood, or unlearning lies that society has told you. And this could be especially so when it comes to your body, even. You may have a lot of insecurities when it comes to your body, so you're healing a lot of that, like a month of self love with this Ace of Cups. And yeah, you're being reborn, making a lot of oaths to yourself, a lot of maybe resolutions, promises to yourself that I feel like you're actually going to put in a lot of work to come through on and enter the light. And you're leveling up, you're entering a higher vibration, even if it feels very messy and scary and just tumultuous right now. So Spirit is saying it's going to be okay. So let's see what is going on with your love life in the month of January. I want to preface this by saying this, and please, please don't get too disheartened or saddened by this. But when I was shuffling your cards for your love life, a couple fell in the trash, and I heard Spirit really say, I'm not gonna say exactly what they did, but they're basically, the cards falling into the trash is a representation of your love life, and I keep it real here. I'm not gonna lie, that's the honest message. But I also hear that for a lot of you, or some of you, that's not a terrible message, because I feel like you're very kind of closed off to love. Perhaps this month, you may feel a bit like a prickly hedgehog, like you don't really want anyone coming near you. So your love life may be a little bit, I don't know, in disarray, or nothing's really happening. You may have had a falling out with someone, maybe an end of a relationship came or something like that, and you're kind of like, I want to focus on me. And you could go out and maybe try to find a new connection, but you're not in the mood for that. So yeah, with that said, let's see what else there is to see. So we have the rabbit. Yeah, I feel like if someone were to come near you, you would kind of just like skimper away. And we have the book. Yeah, I feel like this is just a lot of solitude. A lot of you might like reading. Some of you may prefer reading, like romance or books, or fictional love lives, instead of actually trying to put yourself out there in terms of your own love life, which is completely fine. Honestly, I vibe with it. I like that energy, because let's be honest, sometimes fictional love interests, especially when it comes to men, are a lot better than the 3D thing, the IRL thing. So yeah, I'm just the straight. All I'm hearing strongly is that you'd rather have your head in a book. If anyone tries to say hi to you, you will run the other direction, because you're just not having it
right now for whatever reason, and that is totally okay. Keep your head in your book, learn, enjoy, you know, escape if you want, because I feel a lot of you may find reading escapism, and this could be a recommendation from the universe, or this could be what you like to read, but I'm hearing try, or you may like to read fantasy SMUT. And for those who get it, get it. For those who know what I just said, you know. Okay, anyway, moving on. I'm hearing you don't really want to talk anymore about your love life. Um, so we're going to go on to the career aspect now of January 2024. Spirit, what is happening in the career year for my pile ones? So we have Hamlet here. You it might be a very literary bunch. Anyway, so we have Hamlet, right? Greet everyone as if they were your friend, and soon they will be. There is special providence in the fall of a sparrow. Take pride in your work, even when it seems insignificant. Alrighty. I'll hold it out again. Because if you can read it, I don't know if you can read it, but for people who like to read. And then also we have Tama, the station master. Make friends while you work. Start every journey with optimism. Look for the light at the end of the tunnel. It might be a mouse with a torch. That is so cute. And I believe this is all of these cats are based off of real cats. And so Tama the station master was a subway cat in Tokyo. So that's pretty cute. And some of you might like to read manga. If you do, you like to read shoujo. I feel like you're definitely into the romance genre of media. And that's just where your head is at. And it's really cute. So just if it's making you happy, keep doing it. Ooh, I'm trying to get messages for career. But I feel like there are other messages outside of career that Spirit wants to tell you regarding this. I felt a lot of timidness coming off of you guys regarding your career, and just a general sense of being closed off and not wanting to talk about things, because not a lot was coming through for you regarding your career, or at least at first, I should say. But, the paw print here is the message that specifically speaks to career. You can see it right here. I don't know if you can see it actually, but I'm trying. Yeah. Okay, anyway. And it says, take pride in your work even when it seems significant, and look for the light at the end of the tunnel. It might be a mouse with a torch. So you guys might be feeling, again, yeah, I feel like with the general reading we got, you might be in a transition. You may have just quit your job, or again, you're switching jobs right now, and you're making this switch, or you quit because you want to go for something that brings you more joy, feels more aligned with your life purpose. Even if you don't necessarily know what that life purpose is, you just want to be able to kind of see where things take you, and if you're able to find that purpose somewhere along the way. And perhaps that's also why it kind of like feels like even though I'm looking at the cards, it feels like I'm looking at like um a blank wall, or just like shadows. It's just dark ahead, and you're not really knowing where you're going just yet. And I feel like Spirit has like a lot in store for you, a lot of surprises that they're excited about, but they don't want to tell you just yet. They want to give you that opportunity to explore and discover on your own. Yeah, and I think you're enjoying this sense of discovery right now too. And I'm hearing nothing is set in stone. So just approach this journey with optimism, and just see where life takes you. Again, even if things are insignificant, even your hobbies, even trying out new hobbies, don't necessarily go into them thinking like, oh, okay, am I going to be able to turn this into a career? But you might surprise yourself by like, oh, I really like to knit, and I'm just knitting, and I'm just doing knitting, and in my free time I'm just doing all this stuff. um
And then suddenly, next thing you wake up and you have like your own Etsy shop, or your own in-person boutique, even, of all the things that you knit. So, um, yeah, just like unexpected things turn into your life career, your life purpose. So just try everything. I'm hearing now, and I'm hearing also, say yes. Just say yes. Say yes to new opportunities, new experiences, and all that life has to offer, because you never know where it will lead you, and it might lead you where you need to be. I mean, you can't miss like what you need in life, or the things that are meant for you are never gonna miss you, right? They might be delayed, but they're not gonna miss you. And so the sooner you say yes, the sooner you will fall into what it is that you're meant to do in this life, what it is you're meant to see, what it is you're meant to experience, for the better, of course. So just say yes and see where life takes you, as long as, especially if it's healthy, safe, etc. I'm hearing that does not have to apply to love relationships, though. I feel like you're very skittish right now when it comes to love. And if it's not the fairy tale romance, you don't want it. So, yeah, if you don't want to go on a date, you don't have to go on a date. But if it's like you're hanging out with a new friend or something that you want to be friends with, and they invite you spontaneously out somewhere, say yes. And again, maybe the I don't know, roller coaster you go on inspires you to be a roller coaster engineer. I don't know. But yeah. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the last section of this reading, which is Spirit's advice to you for the month of January. It can also be representing kind of your spiritual headspace in this coming month. Alrighty, so we have Inner Warrior. Trust that you have power. Yeah. So your intuition is really guiding you this the month of January. And this person even has their eyes closed. You're really learning how to listen to that inner voice, listen to yourself, your wants, your needs, and not people pleasing, not, sitting on a career path because it's what mom and dad wanted you to do, not, forcing yourself to enjoy this hobby, or even like enjoy a certain type of food because that's what your friends like, or that's what your partner likes, X, Y, and Z. And yeah, it's kind of just reaffirming everything we've already said, of just trust that you're on the right path. And if things feel dark, if things feel like kind of like you don't really have any grounding, you're kind of just trying to find whatever, and you feel like you're just kind of all over the place, Spirit is saying embrace that, because that's exactly where you're meant to be. You're meant to just kind of have all of these different experiences and trying all of these different things in order to find what really works for you. And so you can try everything, and then when you find the thing, like, yes, this is for me, this is what I want to do for the rest. Maybe not well, this is what you want to do right now, this is what's making you happy, and very much could be your life purpose. Yes. Yeah. And yeah, I believe that is all that I have for you, Pile One. Thank you so much for joining me in this reading. If you did like it, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Especially comment down below if it did resonate. And if you want more of these readings, some bonus readings, you can go ahead and join my Patreon, linked in the subscription box, where you'll also find a link to personal readings on my Etsy if you'd like to get even more into the nitty gritty of life, or January, or whatever, right? So I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, Pile Twos. Welcome to your reading for January 2024. I'm hearing like this is very random. I just like at the beginning of each pile, I always like to see what is the energy of the you know this section of the collective right now. And I'm feeling very flowery, very cute, very springtime energy. And also, if you chose pile 2, this is the gem you stone, this raw clear quartz. I like how it is very it is very clear. I will say that. Yeah, I'm feeling very cutesy. I feel like you guys like to dress maybe cutesy. Um, I'm just hearing you're very cute, even if you're identify as more masculine. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's get into your reading and starting off with the general vibes for January 2024 for you. Yeah. So what are the general vibes for our pile twos? What is, ooh, we already got one. What is the general vibes for pile twos? Oh, disclaimer, this deck it's very complicated for me and I'm still getting, the hang of it. So bear with me. I might look at the book every now and then, but we're learning together. It's a new year, trying new things, discovery, things like that. Okay. So tell me, ooh, there we go. One more, please, Spirit. What is the vibes for pile two? Okay. Bottom of the deck energy is, what is this? Hold on. Let me count. Also, so don't blame me that I have to count, okay? So we have one, two, three. So we have the Eight of Swords. Get out of the gateway, old man, or soon you'll be dragged out by the foot. Yeah. Eight of Swords, bomb deck energy. You guys should be very much in your head. I feel like this is more past energy now. I feel like you've been in your head a little bit lately. But that's valid. It's a new year. People are reflecting, and you're kind of maybe like, okay, what goals didn't I finish like in 2023? What didn't I accomplish? And now I have to set them to 2024. Maybe you're feeling some type of way about that. I'm feeling like kind of like rushed, like a little bit of panicky energy, and I'm seeing that meme that's going around these days where it's like the person crying as they change like 2023 goal to 2024 goal. Maybe that's niche. Maybe only some people have seen that. But anyway, okay. Anyway, so we have Callisto in reverse, the star. We have, what is this? Let me count again. One, two, three, four, five, six. I believe this is six. Be valiant that later generations may also speak well of you. Oh, a lot of you may be thinking about legacy. In January, maybe some of you are having children or just thinking about, I heard building children, but I'm like building generational wealth, maybe how you're going to set up the foundation to like, leave your legacy to make sure the generations after you are taken care of, especially in this economy. Okay, but and that's in reverse though. And then we have the Six of Cups of a truth child. There's nothing really wrong with this. Oh, that's cute. Okay. All right, so I'm realizing why Spirit wanted me to let you guys know that the outside world may see you as very adorable in a lot of ways. Again, regardless of gender, they just feel this very pure, innocent, puppy like energy coming from you that just, people want to protect that inner child you radiate. And it's not to say that you're naive or, childish, or anything like that. Like people respect you. They don't see you as a child, but they see as a light in you that they don't want to let go out. And especially with this is why we have the star here in reverse. It's like right now it may be very difficult for you to see this light that the world sees. And so Spirit wants to remind you that it's there, and don't get so caught up in the future and like this year. Or else it's just gonna, or making the most of this year, or else this year is just gonna pass you by and you'll be like, oh my gosh, it's already 2025, and you'll be crying. You'll be changing those 2024 goals to 2025, or it could be even if you probably will accomplish all of your goals, but you're just kind of feeling like, well, I didn't really take advantage of 2024. I wasn't really here. I wasn't really present. The year just like went like that. And I feel like I just kind of missed a year of my life. And you're just kind of like floating through it. Um, and you don't want that. And Spirit doesn't want that for you. They want you to keep that hope alive in you. They want you to keep this inner child alive with you because it's important that we remember to play. And it's important, it's okay to nurture yourself. Pile one, which you may have been drawn to that too. So if you were, go ahead and check that out. But um, pile one talks a lot about just being okay being in the dark and playing and trying out new experiences and trying out new hobbies and just seeing where life takes them. And I feel like you don't feel like you have that liberty right now. That's the difference between pile one and pile two. You feel like you have to mature really quickly. You feel like you have to grow up really fast. Even if you're like an adult, even if you're mid 20s, mid 30s, mid 40s, whatever, that part of you that was never really afraid to play, suddenly it feels like it has to be extinguished and you have to grow up really fast in a short span of time. And I feel like it's a lot of it is self-inflicted. A lot of this you're putting onto yourself because you have these grand goals and you're focusing so much on completing the goals that you're not celebrating the mini wins. And that's kind of robbing you of your happiness because you're not seeing the happiness in your everyday life of the wins that you have in everyday life. You're only seeing it, the wins on paper that society would celebrate. But Spirit is saying it's okay to celebrate any day, to celebrate any life. It's okay to go buy yourself a cake, or buy yourself a bouquet of flowers, just to do it, just to celebrate being here, just to celebrate being alive. And that is the best gift. Setting that example is the best gift that you can set for the generations that come after you. I'm here, even if it's like for younger siblings, you want to make sure that they're taken care of. If it's your own kids, or even kids that aren't here yet, you're just thinking about generations to come. How can I set the best example? The best thing you can do is be yourself and live in your truth. Yes. And I'm gonna real quickly. Spirit kind of wants me to move on, but I'm very curious about what this card is. Just to double check, because I think it's the Eight of Wands. But um, you, I could. Oh no, no, it's the Seven of Wands. Okay. Yes. There may be someone that you are. I always like to also see what the books have to say. I'm a very much like when I'm doing a deck, I like to learn on the fly, learning a new deck, or when I've gotten a new deck, I like to learn as I'm doing because I help think that what helps me the most. Yeah, okay, you may feel like there's a lot, like the world is very much against you right now, and you feel like, oh, I have to beat everyone. You're feeling very competitive for some reason. And it may be that there is someone that you're actually literally competing with. You may have a literal rival, not like something like serious, not like, oh my god, my life is on the line, just like, healthy competition, but like kind of like erring on the side of it. It's not a joke anymore. Like I'm actually going to defeat this person, defeat this person. Um, or it could just be competition with the world. I have to be better than everyone else. I have to prove my worth to the world. I have to. I can't just be anybody else. I can't just be any person. And Spirit saying you're already not any person. You're already not like just anybody because you're you. And if you know yourself, if you trust yourself, you're gonna do the things that you say you're gonna do that you want to do. There's no reason to get down on yourself for maybe like one bad day or one hiccup because you're very driven. I'm seeing you're going after the things that you want, regardless of what the world says. And so you suddenly going after that, it's going to get done. So you don't have to put your pressure on yourself to get it done in a certain amount of time. If you allow yourself to enjoy the process, then instead of waking up and, oh my God, 2025 is over and I missed this whole year, it's like you're enjoying the process, you're enjoying the day to day, and suddenly you wake up and you have all your dreams have come true and you're living the dream that you want, right? While enjoying the day to day, you're really getting the best of both worlds, enjoying life, right? I mean, you may accomplish it a little bit faster if you're just like, holding on to it this tightly, and that's the only thing that you're valuing and focusing on in life right now. But it's not gonna be, you're not gonna accomplish it that much quicker that that it's worth missing out on those little moments that build up to so many big moments. Okay, don't put so much emphasis on the big moments because we only have so many big moments in life. Like, not to say um that you can't have a lot of big moments, but like if you put it just on milestones of graduation, of marriage, of first kids, house, car, things like that, then what? That's five moments. That's just counting those 5 moments out of like 70, 80 years. So there's so many days between them that you can just enjoy and love and celebrate the miniature wins that you have that bring you happiness. All right, so some of y'all might be dancy. I'm feeling dancy, feeling already the energy is feeling a little bit more lifted, a little bit more happy. So yeah, I hope that did comfort some of you, reassure some of you, make you feel okay. But anyway, I'm gonna get into your love life first, or mm, 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 mm. It doesn't matter. Okay, I'm hearing spirits. I was debating between which section do I want to do first. I usually go with love, spirit saying maybe messages first, but we'll get to that. I can do that after this. Okay. Don't mind me just talking to myself. Anyway, so we have Anna Akmo, Akhmatov. I'm sorry. I usually know how to pronounce her name, but today I'm having. I can't speak.
Hey y'all, it's editing Zoe. You could probably tell that my microphone was getting aggravated by my necklace. So for that reason, I'm going to save all of our ears and just summarize what I said in this section. I'll probably have to pop in from time to time again, just because this is the first time I'm using this microphone. So I made a couple hiccups throughout all of my readings. Anyways, yeah, so you guys got Anna Akhmatova, who represents endurance, as well as Virginia Woolf, who represents vision. And pretty much what I was saying in this section is that y'all are setting so many goals in life in the month of January. And for those of you who are in a relationship, this relationship is growing a lot. It's really flourishing, but you are also growing yourself within this relationship, which is really beautiful.
You're putting a lot of hard work and making sure that it does flourish. And both of these warm emotions just have like kind of like almost like these. I'm seeing them. They're not auras, but they kind of remind me of auras. The way that this plant is going around Virginia Woolf, and this energy is going around Anna, right? With Virginia Woolf, some of you may be in same-sex relationships. Yeah, that was Virginia. I'm trying to make sure I have my authors correct. Um, and it's like you're wading in the water, moving through. Some of you, if you're going through a tough time with your partner, I'm not seeing like something serious, but you're kind of like wading the water. This could be a new relationship. You may have been hurt in past relationships as well. So you're kind of just like seeing, testing the waters. The vibe is you're feeling very optimistic. You're feeling kind of giddy, but you just you're still afraid of getting hurt. So you're kind of just like testing the waters with optimism. But you have a lot of hopes for this connection, and you are willing to put in the work to make it grow, to make sure it succeeds, and to not let those past hurts get in the way of what you have right now with this person. For those of you who might are single, I feel like you're doing a lot of inner work on yourself to make space for a new relationship. whether that is one that you can, like someone and you're talking and you're like, oh, I really want this person to come, but I want to make sure that we're in a healthy connection. So I'm doing a lot of spiritual work, a lot of inner work to get rid of, you know, things that, um, to make sure that in the connection, I will not be acting out of fear or past pains. And I won't be as easily triggered, or if I am triggered, I have coping mechanisms to move through, and will communicate with my partner, things like that. I want to look at this spiritual. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. This is why Spirit wanted me to look at this next. Because we have pink quartz, love, open heart, kindness, for your spiritual message from the universe for the month of January. I'm also keep hearing February, so this energy could be moving, could be um, present in both January and February. Valentine's Day could be a very big moment for you. Could be very romantic. Could be very Hollywood movie esque, of just like, oh my gosh, I feel so loved. I feel so happy. This is so cute. What a wonderful day. I'm with my person. I'm loving life. I'm loving myself, type of thing. Okay. But yeah, we have pink quartz, love, open heart, and kindness. I may have said that already. Yeah, I feel like you want love. A lot of you want love, but you're not just like pining after it. You're not chasing after it. You're like, I feel love already. Again, you have a lot of light. This person is glowing, glowing. You have a light already within you. And you've done a lot of work. You may have been through a lot of things within Akhmatova here, because her stuff maybe a little heavy. So Virginia Woolf, Virginia Woolf is just, very unconventional. Testing, I heard testing the waters. So maybe you're opening a new door, some of you, when it comes to your sexuality, or just a new door in love. Like you're going towards it with a new approach, or you're learning a lot in the connection you're in, or in preparing for a new connection, whether there is one on the horizon that you can see, or just in general, because you're wanting to attract love, but you're wanting to attract it from inside. You're wanting to attract it from a place of self-love and loving yourself. Bring yourself in a higher vibration to attract someone on that same wavelength. He's really going to treat you well. He's going to be there for you just as much as you're going to be there for them. I'm hearing princess treatment. Some of you are trying to attract a provider. um, princess treatment. Someone who, if you're identify someone in their feminine, and we all have feminine and masculine energy, but if you're identifying someone who right now is in their feminine, or just really loves embodying their feminine energy, you are attracting someone who is very much in their masculine. And you're focusing on yourself. I feel like if you're not in a relationship already, you're slowly opening up to love. And I feel like almost like this, future connection is divinely protected, because
Okay, so this card reminds me of the devil slash lovers card in a way, because we have Anna hovering here over these doll like people as if she's conspiring to pull them together. We also have this phoenix esque bird, which I don't know if it's actually a phoenix, but it reminds me of a phoenix, which to me is representing how your love life may have this sense of being birthed from the ashes. You're letting go of a lot of toxicity, and you may want to check out pile number one, because what pile number one is going through right now, you may have gone through in the past, because let me tell you, they're going through it a little bit with their love life. And so there may be some messages in there for you in terms of healing and all of that jazz.
it may have felt like your love life was just like set aflame, but it's almost like they need to be set aflame so you could grow from the ashes and really attract someone who's going to be able to match your energy and match your vibe, and be on the same page as you. Be truly worthy of this light within you, of this inner light within you. I'm hearing you got this. You deserve this. There's so much love in your heart for friends, family, and anyone, honestly, the world. And so anyone who's in your presence is blessed and will feel blessed. And you're willing to put in the work. You know that you're willing to put in the work for those you love. And so you're at a point now where you're not going to accept someone who's not going to put in that same amount of work plus some, plus 10. 10 out of 10 is what I'm hearing. You're a 10 out of 10, attracting a 10 out of 10. That's what I'm hearing. Energetically and physically too, possibly. So you're just happy. You're happy now, and you're gonna be happy in the future. And this happiness that you're bringing forward to you, with this happiness that you're cultivating now, is what I'm trying to say. It's only going to stack on top of itself to create even more happiness than you could even imagine. And this is like not even like just within your love life. This is within life in general. And I know, again, you may be feeling kind of like this pressure from yourself to do better, to do more. But I'm hearing this is like that's going to ease away because the love you have for yourself will come back. Well, it never left, but this is a reminder, kind of like come back to yourself, remind yourself of kind of why you love life, why you love yourself, why you're on your journey, why you want to set up future generations to be an example for those younger than you, and why you're doing what you're doing, what your purpose is in life. But I feel like you've realized these things recently. And so you just need to remind yourself of those things and like feel at ease again. And this feeling at ease of being in the flow, of being in your feminine, is going to attract all that you desire and more. So again, I feel like, yeah, you're kind of feeling like this push to be in your masculine. If I have to do, I have to do, I have to do. I'm being too much in my feminine. I'm being too much like I'm not doing anything. Where if you're in your feminine, it's not that you are not doing anything. You're making sure that you're open to receiving and you're not chasing 24/7, especially not chasing out of a fear or a sense of lack, out of a scarcity mindset, because you have everything that you need. That's a reminder from the universe. You have everything that you need. What you desire is reflected in the world around you. And when you see that, that's when you're going to get it times 10 into your life. And I'm feeling like these are two very powerful women. So you are a queen, or you are a king, or you are royalty. And you need to remember that. You need to remember your royal status. That is what Spirit is saying. And you know this. Deep down, you know that you're just in a period, and it happens. It happens. We get like this from time to time. Everyone has those moments of doubt or self-doubt, but time to dust those hands and kick it to the curb, because you need to get ready for all this abundance that's about to enter your life, romance, and more. And I feel like it's just love for life and yourself in general is a big theme January, February. Okay. Moving into the career, I spent a long time on that, but moving into the career sphere of your January 2024, again, maybe even February. I keep hearing February, so let's see what is in store. We have, he's so cute. Look at him. Anyway, we have Simon. Only a rat would leave a sinking ship. Courage is contagious. Heroes come in all shapes, sizes, and breeds. Interesting. Simon. And then we have Tobermory. I think that's how you say it. Know when to speak and when to hold your tongue. If asked for your opinion, give it, but expect consequences. Sometimes people can't handle the truth. Interesting. I'm seeing this more so as like kick those, that, self critic, those, that self doubt to the curb again. You don't need it here. I feel like a lot of you have done the shadow work, you've done the work and everything. And so when these voices come up, you don't have to continue to keep journaling them every single time and reopening those wounds.
You know, I feel like if you've already kind of looked through it, you know where it's coming through from, you know why it's there, you know what it's trying to do. So when you see it again, you can just be like, F off. We've talked about this. Get out. You set up a boundary with your own, you know, negative self talk. All right. And I feel like, yeah, I feel like, again, you may feel like a little uncertain in your career right now, not really sure where things are headed, not really sure where things are going. But Spirit is saying, stay courageous. You know, do not, it may feel like you're on a sinking ship, but you're not. You're not. Even if it feels like you are, even if you are, a whale is gonna like just like come up and like lay you right on its back. It doesn't have to be someone else. It could just be like literally the universe. Like you thought this ship was what you were meant to be on, but it's not. Okay, you're gonna have something even better coming along your way, and that's why this ship had to go down so this blue whale could pop up. I know it's a weird analogy, but I hope you get what I'm trying to say. I'm hearing amethyst, HMS amethyst. So amethyst could be an important stone for you. And amethyst is the birthstone of February. So yeah, I'm feeling a very like feminine energy again with the purple and purple imagery and pink imagery, and I'm hearing like just being in that Valentine's Day energy of not like necessarily, oh my gosh, like I have to go on a date with my partner or someone, and I have to have this perfect like movie day or whatever, but it could really just be a day of self-care, a day of self-love. That's how I like to see Valentine's Day, of this like a day to remember, why you're that bish, right? So you're not on a sinking ship. That, and you're going to, this ship is going to start rising again very soon. So don't listen to the naysayers who are telling you to get off, because these naysayers are the ones who got off of their own ships and are still sinking in the water. Right? So if people are telling you get off the ship, it's not working, you gotta do XYZ, you gotta do this other stuff, but you have this feeling of like, no, I think this is gonna lead somewhere, even if it doesn't look like it right now, trust your intuition. Because especially that's why we have amethyst here. Because amethyst is a stone representing the crown chakra, which has to do with intuition. You're connected to source. You know what's up. Okay? So don't let anyone tell you you don't, because you do. Yeah. You may be attracting some attention too with this Tober Mori of some, again, naysayers. It could be people you know, or people you don't know, even strangers. So maybe people are leaving like negative comments or whatever, but just know it comes out of their own insecurity, right? They're feeling low, they're being a hater, they want to bring you down with them. They could be the reason that your ship feels so heavy, because you're letting these other people's egos talk in your ear of their own fears, infiltrate you. So you need to cleanse of other people's egos, other people's beliefs, limiting beliefs, other people's fears, and all X, Y, and Z, because that's weighing your shit down. So clear it out and only leave space for people who are bringing you up, and your intuition and your trust that you got this and you know what you're doing, and you know where you need to go. You're the captain of this ship. Okay? Only you can lead the ship. Only you have the key to leading the ship. So you say when it's time to get off, and you only need to get off when something bigger and better comes along, when you upgrade your ship. Right? But consider that maybe the reason the ship is sinking is because of limiting beliefs, is because of naysayers, is because of negative self talk, or just bad vibes, negative energy from people who are low vibrational right now. So if that's the case and that resonates for you, it's time to do a big, big cleansing and uproot all of that, because you don't need that. You have so much light, you have so much potential, and you don't need anyone dimming your light, and especially not yourself. Don't dim your own light, because there's already so many people who are going to be trying to do that. Okay? Yes, I believe
that is all that I have for you. Pile two. I just heard cats might be significant for you. I don't know why. I know we have a cat deck, but I thought I just saw a cat. So cats could be really significant for you. That might just be a select view of you, and I know a specific message. But yeah, anyway, that's all that I have for you. Pile two. Thank you so much for joining me in this reading. If it resonated, make sure to comment down below. If you liked it, like the video and share it, please. And thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, if you want some more fun readings, if you want bonus readings, you can go and check out my Patreon, link down below in the subscription. And also in the subscription, you can even find a link to personal readings on my Etsy. So if you want some more detailed, personalized messages, that's where you'll find them. All right. So thanks so much again. Bye. Hello, my pile threes. If this is your reading, you chose the Selenite Tower. Yes. And for obvious readings, for obvious reasons, when we get to the love life section of thy reading, I have a feeling it might be a little poppin', but anyway, okay, that's for some of you. Well, maybe all of you, hopefully. I don't know. Anyway, um, yeah, I'm getting that you guys, the energy coming into this reading, energy coming into January 2024, maybe a bit more introverted. And I feel like that's not, yeah, I feel like to the outside world, you may be very introverted, or, some people might, see you as a little bit more standoffish, but you might just be tired, right? Or you're just, tired of people's BS, or just tired physically as well. So yeah, let's see. But I feel like when people get to know you, you're really fun, quirky, and I keep hearing raunchy. So January 2024 might be a fun, fun month for you in some departments, but let's see. Ooh, oh my gosh. Okay, we already have some stuff coming out for your general. Also, disclaimer, this is a newer deck for me, a deck I haven't really worked with that much, but we're getting to know each other right now, and I like to, learn decks hands on. So, yes, I'm going to be looking at the book a little bit sometimes if, some perplexing cards come out, but don't mind me. Okay. Anyway, can I get one more card, please, for January 2024? I just heard party animal. Yeah. For January 2024 for my pile threes. Thank you. Oh, I cannot show this card. Oh my gosh. I'm putting that to say. I cannot show that card on camera. But bottom of the deck energy, we have, what is this? Ooh, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Nay, go to your chambers and tend to your own work. And this is in reverse. Y'all had a fun New Year's, didn't you? Didn't you? But the world would never know. Maybe you show up to work like all put together, or just more quiet, or maybe you like in certain settings you wear more plain clothes for some reason, or something like that to keep it professional, or whatever. Or maybe you're usually on the professional side, so the when you maybe you rolled in after New Year's Day, and your coworkers were like, your shirt's looking a little rumpled. You need help like adjusting your tie a little bit or something like that. Like I feel like you're just a little caught off guard by the festivities for some reason. Like 2024 started off with a bang. With a bang. And my cat meowed for confirmation. He was like, yeah, these people are going crazy. Oh my gosh. I mean, look, best you can imagine the part that I'm covering. Best Pantheos. Oh my gosh. And we have Dionysus in reverse. In reverse. You know who Dionysus is? He's the god of wine. So yeah, maybe maybe after New Year's you guys are like, I'm never drinking again. Again. Oh my gosh. Okay, don't mind my cat meowing in the background now. Either he's having a rave or he's mad that I have closed the door. He does not like closed doors. Maybe you don't like closed doors. You are usually someone who has yourself together, walks through. People don't usually think. I feel like you're very like kind of maybe authoritative. Um, or does people just be like, oh my god, this person has their ish together, and you don't like to show the part of yourself that maybe is unsure sometimes, right? And so maybe again, I think you may, but you don't like to be out of control. And with Dionysus, I feel like you were out of control a little bit. Or January 2020, January 2020 may have been significant, but January 2024 may have you feeling a little bit out of control for some reason. Some person maybe. I feel like this might be a pile of my masculines for some reason, but you don't have to maybe masculine regardless of gender, by the way. But you don't have to be. But some person may be having you a little excited. Excited for some reason. Okay, what card is this? Oh, we have I believe, Four of Pentacles. Yes, staying right here, you would help me watch over this house. Mm. I heard someone you don't want to let go of. This could be, again, a significant month for your love life. That's what I'm getting. Not that you want to party, but you feel out of control. You feel out of control for some reason. Mm. Best Pantheos, protection, prophetic dreams, and might. So yeah, you're definitely someone who's like in there. Yeah, you have your ish together. And you may be having some wild dreams right now, some prophetic dreams, maybe having a lot of deja vu. And you just feel like something is brewing, something is coming, a storm is coming, a whirlwind is coming that you are not prepared for, and you want to prepare for it. You want to try to prepare for it, but you don't even know what it is, but you feel it. And when it comes, there's no way that you can't prepare for it. It's just coming, and you're just gonna have to roll with the punches. And you're not gonna be, I'm like smiling now, you're not gonna be too mad about it, but you're just like, wow, damn. Like, ah, I did not see that coming, but I feel like this is, you're protected. You're gonna be okay. This is nothing serious. It's kind of like a universe is sending you a little bit of a giggle, a little bit of ha ha he time, right? What time? I don't know. Okay. Anyway, was naturally reaching for the guidebook for this deck, so I'm gonna see what more of Beth's Pantheos, if there is, um, what there's more to say about that. There we go. Oh yeah, there we go. Is he at the beginning or is he at the end? Yeah, he's at the end. Don't mind me as I just take my time. Oh, there he is. Okay. Bes was a popular deity in Egypt and took on more and more attributes. The figure on the card is based on the numerous statues and gems that show him with many animal heads of other deities along the side of his head, a multiform crown, and holding the scepters of the gods in multiple arms. He seems to unite all the powers in one. He is also shown on an Ouroboros that encircles dangerous beasts, signifying that he was a protector. A number of oracle spells in, I guess, this deck call upon him as Basos. Okay. Okay. So I feel like, ooh, I heard that you're a protector, or you like to protect yourself. You protect your heart. You just protect you have some high walls. Not like you're standoffish. Okay, some people might think you're standoffish, but like, um, but you just have amazing boundaries. And something might have that come crumbling down, but it's a good thing because it's gonna make you feel see more sides of yourself and make you feel more whole in a way. Something this month is making you feel more whole. Not like you're incomplete now or ever, but it's just like you're kind of like, again, you're discovering more sides of yourself, or opening up to more sides of yourself that maybe previously you didn't really want to acknowledge. So you're just, I feel like, accepting more wholeness of your energy. Does that make sense?
Well, it is editing Zoe, and the reason you're hearing from me is because I had to step away a second to go ahead and grab my camera charger so that my camera didn't die, but I had an even better idea than the video cutting out. I made sure not to turn my mic on when I came back. So this luckily short section of the video is all silent. So I'm just going to go ahead and summarize what I was saying here. You'd think Mercury was still in retrograde, but it is not. It's just me. And you're probably going to hear from me again because I've just been having mic issues this whole reading. Anyway, what was I saying here? Number one, those prophetic dreams aren't just prophetic, they might also be WET dreams. Moving on to the spirit messages that we got for this reading, you guys got Sarasvati, which is telling me that you may be someone who is very, very creative, very intelligent, as well as very eloquent. I'm hearing stylish and well mannered in like a CEO boss kind of way, like you like the sleek, classic look, or you just, the clothes you wear just give off a no nonsense vibe while also still looking really cool. Um, this, or when it comes to creativity, you guys are just being pushed by spirit to explore new creative pursuits, or allow yourself to have fun, play a bit more, be a kid again, because I feel like you guys are very much in work mode. You may also like music, but that's just for some of you. Well, I mean, everyone likes music, but you may like creating music. Anyway, you could also meet someone while pursuing these creative hobbies. For example, going to like a pottery class or a dance class. This could be friends, finding a nice community regarding one of your hobbies, but it could also be romantic, or this person that I was getting coming through in the general reading could just be someone who's also very creative and very intelligent. But I do feel there is like a romantic air to this because lately the spirit messages in all of my piles, or pile 2 and your pile, have been very tied to love. I believe here that I mentioned something about Swan Lake being important to some of you because we see Sarasvati on a swan, or this romantic person, or again, even a friend potentially, is a soulmate of some kind. Because I'm thinking about how swans put their heads together to make a heart, which is actually so cute. And you guys could be two very smart, maybe a little guarded people who just soften around each other, which I really like that energy. I think that's so cute. Okay, on to the official love reading, where thankfully I remembered to turn on my mic.
There we go. Okay. So we have doll. And this to me represents someone as pretty as a doll coming into your life. It doesn't mean that they're like naive or anything like that. The beauty of this new person coming in is very unique, but not like creepy doll, or it feels like they're like just a doll, like they're just a vessel with no soul type of thing, you know? I'm just hearing like you find them very pretty, very aesthetically pleasing, and they may also bring the inner child out of you. Or you may know this person. I just heard from a past life. This person, you may have like some type of past life connection with this person, or you may like literally know this person from childhood in some type of way, or someone from your past is coming back, and it doesn't have to be like an ex, or someone like who was like major, you know, um, in your childhood or something like that. Um, it sounds like I don't know why that sounds like offensive. Like they weren't major, but it's just like it doesn't have to be like someone that you're really really close with. It could literally be like you just happen to go to the same nursery school, same preschool, same something. Even if you weren't that close, maybe you crossed paths briefly or whatever. But it could be someone who is really close and a childhood bestie for you. So yeah. And with Zora Neale Hurston here, we have a story. So this person can be very independent, very trailblazing. They could be also very spiritual, literary inclined. Even they might like to tell stories. Like they might be a really good storyteller. Like when just like listening to them, just talking to them, it's like you're on the edge of your seat, or you're hanging on every word they have. That might just be you. Like you just can't get enough of their voice, of them speaking. I'm also hearing that your relationship, and I'm feeling that this is a new connection for majority of you. This could be something that's been in the works, in the making. Like maybe you've been getting to know a friend in a romantic matter, already. Um, Oh, and for those of you who are already in a relationship, I feel like this is like the continuation of a love story, because with the story here, for everyone involved, it feels very romantic. It feels something that like you tell your kids about, right? It feels like very like Hallmark movie-ish type of love story. And so for everyone that is like either starting or that is continuing. And if you're in a relationship, in a connection already, I just feel like your person is obsessed with you, because we have like kind of like these devils hanging around her head. And I don't know if I would say, I shouldn't call them devils, but maybe friends on the other side. If you want to refer to it as that, I feel like that's what Zora Neale Hurston might refer to them as. But I feel like there's like angels, or a devil on your person's shoulder, just like, I don't know, always talking about you, always like, oh, make a move, make a move. What are you doing? What are you waiting for? Like, go talk with them, X, Y, Z. Like, you're on their mind a lot, and it bothers them to an extent. Not because they don't like you, but because they're just like, I need to be doing other things. I can't get enough of them, and this could be, mirroring you as well. And like maybe it's like, when you were in middle school and there were people be like, oh, when you're thinking of someone, that's because that person is thinking of you. Or if you have a dream about someone, that's because that person had a dream about you, right? So it could literally be, you know, that feeling going back to middle school, like, um, maybe either you just feel, or you're just hoping, like, oh my gosh, is this person thinking of me too? Or it could be like you guys are literally like mirroring each other. And again, bringing out this childish inner child side that is just a lot of fun, lightheartedness, and like a breath of fresh air in your day-to-day life. I'm feeling with, if with being friends on the other side, it could be that this person is, again, spiritually inclined, maybe divinely protected, so don't mess with them, like don't hurt them. But also this connection is divinely protected. I'm hearing, and being guided by spirit, the universe, God, whoever you believe in. Yep. Okay. And so moving on to your career, and I feel like I just heard someone go, no. I feel like you guys are kind of a little not open to love, but you are curious, because maybe you already have someone in mind that you're thinking of, and you want to hear more. And Spirit is saying, shh, I don't have to tell you everything right now, right? They want to leave some of it as a surprise, because it is very much like a fairy tale story. Something very happy is coming your way. It's coming, is on the horizon. And you can take my cat as confirmation, even though he's really mad because he doesn't like being locked out of doors. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like you guys just want to linger in this energy of hearing more, because you want to know. Yeah, you both are kind of a little bit obsessed with each other, and hearing about each other. You're just excited for what's to come. I feel like a lot of excitement, a lot of, I want to know if I'm on their mind just as much as I'm on their mind. And you want this connection to progress, maybe it can't yet, especially if you are just feeling this person's energy and you don't necessarily know who they are yet. And so you're kind of just like lingering a little bit. It kind of is like the sense of like doing a double take of tell me more. Tell me more about this. But I'm intrigued. Not because I'm like want this to happen or I need a relationship right now. But I'm just I wouldn't mind if you continue talking a little bit, right? You might be a little coy like that. It's okay. It's okay if you're interested. It's okay if you want love. Don't worry. Alrighty. Okay, so moving on into your career, we have Bassett. Bastet. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Again, it says the
Man to be worshipped, and you will be. The afterlife is now. Don't be afraid to use your claws to get to the top of the pyramid. Pretty much all I did here was reiterate that you guys are very driven, very ambitious, very hardworking, and have probably made a lot of sacrifices to get where you currently are. Probably even made a lot of hard choices to get where you are today. So, your career and your finances are likely very, very important to you.
and we have the box obsessive. Alrighty. Good things can be squeezed into small packages. Sometimes it's good to think inside the box. The best things in life can be made of cardboard, okay? So I feel like you're always working, and so you're saying be careful because you don't want life to just pass you by because you spent all your time working and focusing on getting to the top, but you're not really enjoying or processing the journey. So they're kind of saying like take a chill pill. Like this January, you can relax a bit more. You don't have to hustle. I feel like you have big goals that kind of require you to work really hard and hustle.
Spirit is saying they understand why you've become a workaholic, but it's okay to relax now. You've earned it. Slow things down, sit in your box, and just enjoy life and the present moment. Remember to take a deep breath, look around you, and feel the abundance that already exists in that which you've built yourself, and just let that gratitude wash over you.
And not even from like a manifestative standpoint. Like I think you're very good at manifesting what you want, especially you work really hard for what you want. I don't think you have any doubts that what you want is going to come towards you. But I do think that again, you kind of neglect your internal a bit and you don't really register how maybe stressed you are until it's like, at its peak, right? Since we were saying now is a good resting point. Now is a good stopping point for now, right? A break to just breathe. Like, don't forget to breathe. It's like when you're working out, you're getting too into it, and you're like, oh my God, why is it so hard to, lift this weight or, keep running? It's because you're not breathing. It's because you're so into it that you're not breathing. So you have to breathe to be able to even continue to move forward, or else your body's going to give out before your mind does. I feel like you have a very, very strong work ethic, very strong mind, but you can kind of forget to connect to your inner self, and check in with yourself. So they're saying check in with yourself from time to time. And now that you're in a point of breathing, now that you're in a point of like, I can smell the roses, you're gonna realize, oh my God, I actually really love the smell of roses. Like when I go back to work, I want to have like a rose candle on my desk or something like that. Or even maybe like now that you've stopped, oh my gosh, I've lost a mushroom. Why did no one tell me I've lost a mushroom? Oh my gosh, where did my mushroom go? But you see, I was so into it, I didn't even notice that I had lost my mushroom, right? And so you don't want to lose things. And when you finally realize they're gone, you look back and you're like, now it's too late to even go after it. It's been like 20 years. It's definitely long. That mushroom is never coming back. It's long gone by now. My mushroom's somewhere in this room, so I'm not too stressed. But anyway, um, yes. So you might realize that you don't like the smell of roses and you actually love the smell of daffodils. And so you, I don't know, reroute your course to go along the daffodil route instead of the roses one. Or you get a daffodil candle or something like that. But you just realize something about yourself and about life that brings you a lot of joy that you didn't really know that you could find joy out of, because you've been putting so much value on kind of your like ambitions, maybe your career, finances, things in life. So now you can kind of relax, chill, and reset almost with yourself and like approach things. I have a feeling you're gonna still be like a bit of a workaholic, but like approach things without like completely forgetting yourself and the joy of the ride, and also like even making time for loved ones because you realize maybe you want to be there for them a bit more, especially if the appearance of a possible new loved one is coming in. Okay. Yeah. So I believe that is all that I have for you, pile threes. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed. If it resonated, tell me all about it in the comment section below. And if you would like to join me on some bonus readings, you can find my Patreon linked below in the description box. And you can also find a link to personal readings on my Etsy if you want a more detailed, personalized reading on your January 2024 or whatever is on your mind in life at this moment. Okay, so thanks so much again. Bye.